Hi, everyone. This is Erin Griffin. I'm an Assistant Director of Admission here in our office at Pitzer, and I'm here to share a little bit more with you all about the role of the transcript in our admission reading process. So obviously your transcript is really going to play a central role in your application in terms of academic evaluation. This will often be one of the first things that us counselors will go to read as we begin evaluating an app, just to kind of gauge your overall admissibility to the college and who you are as a student. What kinds of classes have you taken? How have you done in those classes? How can we ensure that we're setting you up for success at Pitzer? That's something I really like to emphasize when I talk about academic preparation, when I talk about the transcript in our process. Pitzer is an academically rigorous place. We really want to make sure as we're evaluating your application materials that we're setting you up to have a fulfilling and successful college experience. We want to see that you've done well in classes that would translate well to the Pitzer experience so that we know that you will have a good experience here on campus. The way that we read transcripts is very detailed, very holistic. We will look at all 4 years of high school. We get to know your high school really well in the process, so we'll know what types of classes are offered, how many APs are you able to take, does your school even offer APs, do you have an honors curriculum? Knowing this about your school really helps us look into your transcript with a bit more of a personal lens and can help us contextualize differences that it might show between your transcript and somebody else's. We also look at trends. We look at upward trends, downward trends. This spring, going virtual for classes might look really different on your transcript. Maybe that went really well for you, maybe it didn't. And that's something that we can take into account in the process because of how personalized our reading is. Another note I will make that I know is already emphasized on this page, but don't get freaked out by an average GPA. Our average GPA, 3.95, whatever it may be, seems very high. And what I always like to say is that GPA scales from one school to the next are never going to look the same. One school might be a 4.0 unweighted scale, another might be a 6.0 weighted, another might be out of 100 on a percentage scale, one might be out of 10 that a school has created themselves. We're never comparing a GPA to a GPA. We're never just taking that number from your transcript and using that as our main evaluation. We're always looking at your actual kind of semester to semester, trimester to trimester, seeing the different types of classes that you've taken, seeing how you've done in those courses, and using that sort of as our main piece to move forward with in the application.